Hello FCS parents, it's already Thursday, I can't believe it. This week has gone by incredibly fast, primarily because it's finals week for the high school students. So it's been kind of an anxious week for a lot of those students. It's been kind of busy for all the high school teachers as well. We've had a modified schedule for middle school and high school this week while the high school students are taking finals. For the elementary students, it's been a little bit more of a normal week, but today is the last day of the first semester. So it's a marking point in our year. We're halfway through, so all the students that have completed all their first semester courses, it's a sense of accomplishment, of completion for them. So as we move into the second semester, we're really excited. For many of your students, you may see some new courses being added into their curriculum in Ignitia. So it's really exciting as we go into the second semester and start some new things moving forward. All right, there's several things I want to talk to you about today. The first one is I want to talk to you about computers a little bit. Now, for students, having an operating computer is the most important thing they can bring to school every day. Now, obviously, I'm talking primarily about third grade through 12th grade. Kindergarten, first grade, second grade, they don't use computers. But for third grade through 12th grade, an operating computer is the most important thing they can bring every single day. And I intentionally say operating computer. We have a lot of students that will show up to school and occasionally their computer will not be operating the way it's supposed to, and that causes a problem. Many times it's due because they put a program on there that's interfering with how their computer is operating. Sometimes they haven't done any updates or anything like that. So as parents, I want to make sure that that you guys know, please help us out by making sure your student's device is ready to go. Make sure they're checking their updates, updating their device. Make sure that there isn't anything on the computer that shouldn't be on the computer. Students sometimes get a little crazy adding all sorts of things onto their devices that they probably shouldn't be adding. As parents, I'm just asking that you make sure you check that once a week, once every 2 weeks. Just make sure that device is operating the way it should. It reduces the number of problems that we have here on campus. I can't tell you how many times also we'll be sitting in the middle of class, ask a student why they're not doing their work, and they're saying because their computer is updating. The middle of class probably isn't the best time to update a computer, but sometimes their device just won't work without an update. So please make sure you're doing updates on a regular basis. Make sure that everything is working the way it should. That's primarily so the students can get onto Ignitia so they can do their coursework while they're in class. Also, I know a lot of parents like to put parental controls on the computer. We sometimes run into problems with that as well. Sometimes as parents, you guys lock down their devices so tight that they actually can't even get to the places they need to when they're here on campus, which is great. We're all for parental controls. We want to make sure you parents are definitely staying on top of that. Just make sure if you add those parental controls that the student can still get onto Ignitia and that they can still do their coursework and it doesn't interfere with that process at all. Also, you may want to consider giving some of your parental passwords to your student's teacher so that when they do run into a problem in class, a teacher can then help that student access where they need to access. We do have a very robust filter system here at campus that filters all of the web traffic. So the students are not allowed to go where they shouldn't be going. And again, even with our own filter, it actually blocks some of the sites. For example, in Bible class, I'll sometimes have the students go to Bible Gateway. Sometimes it actually blocks the students from going to Bible Gateway. So like I said, it's a pretty robust filter. We actually identify where students are going through their IP address on their device, so we're able to track where students have gone, so we can look that stuff up. Even if the students try to go somewhere and it blocks them, it'll notify us that the student has been blocked and they tried to go to a site that was inappropriate. So we're constantly monitoring that kind of stuff here at campus as well. But I just want to make sure you as parents are helping us out, making sure that your students have working devices as they show up to school every single day. All right, we also have a field trip coming up very quickly. February 11th, we're going to Monterey Bay Aquarium. Now this is a huge field trip, primarily because of the distance. It takes about 2.5 hours to get down there with no traffic. So we're probably going to be meeting here at the school at 7 a.m. and leaving shortly after that. I know that's a very early start. We're also probably not getting back until very late, probably about 6 o'clock. It makes for a very long day. I realize some students may not be able to attend because of that, but it is a great opportunity. Monterey Bay Aquarium is one of the premier aquariums in the world. It costs, a normal cost to get into Monterey Bay Aquarium is about $50 a person. We have a great educational rate that we get. For students, it's just going to be $5 per student to go. I know in the email that went out last week said students were free. That wasn't quite right. Students are actually going to be $5 to go. For parents or siblings who don't go to the school that want to go on the field trip, it's actually going to be $20 a person. And again, that's still a great rate. But here's the great thing. If you're a parent and you are driving at least 4 students in your vehicle to Monterey Bay Aquarium, we'll actually allow you to go for free. All right? So we want to make sure that we get as many kids down there as possible. Again, it's going to be a long day, but it's going to be a great day, especially for kindergarten through 6th grade, the elementary kids. There's a lot of hands-on interactive stuff there at Monterey Bay Aquarium, including some tide pools. They have interpreters there. Those are educational people that will help interpret the educational material and interpret that to students. So it's a great opportunity for learning, for some hands-on learning, great visuals there. If you've never been there, it's quite an amazing place to go. So we're looking forward to that. If you have any questions about that, please see us in the school office or call us in the school office as well. Also, we'll have the permission slips probably going out next week. By next week, we'll also probably have it on our website as well, probably under the news and links category. So by next week, you can check that out online. And like I said, the permission slips will be going home with students next week as well. All right, most of you know we've got our Peter Pan production for our spring production coming up. Auditions were yesterday. The students should be finding out their roles here pretty soon, so we're really excited about that. And I know that most of the students are also very excited about our 4-day weekend. It is the end of the semester, so the students get a 4-day weekend. No school tomorrow, no school on Friday, also no school on Monday. It's Martin Luther King Jr. Day, and so we're celebrating that. It's a national holiday. No school on Monday. So a 4-day weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. We'll come back on Tuesday. We'll roll out the second semester and get things started. It's a 4-day weekend for the students. It's actually only a 3-day weekend for teachers because we actually have an in-service on Friday for our teachers. Our teachers are going to be learning how to become better teachers as we sit down and dialogue together and learn some new ways and some new techniques to manage classrooms, to teach students. It's going to be a great day of learning for all the teachers here at Fairfield Christian School and also at our sister campus at Natomas Christian School. All right, hope you guys have a fantastic week. It's the end of the semester. We're really excited, halfway through the school year. Hope to see you guys soon. God bless.